West Coast, some of the world's busiest seaports are virtually shut down. Shipping companies locked out union dock workers from Seattle to San Diego today. Here's John Blackstone.
The container ships anchored off Long Beach have been waiting for days to unload, caught in a labor dispute that has left the Coast Guard to manage a floating traffic jam. Captain Jennifer Williams.
Normal conditions, a ship like that, it comes, it unloads and leaves again.
That's right. Normally, they come into port, they offload their containers, and they're finished. They leave. It's time is money.
A single ship can carry 15,000 containers. The labor dispute has slowed imports and exports to a crawl at 29 West Coast ports. It could cost $2 billion a day if the slowdown grows into a full lockout or strike.
The West Coast ports accounts for about 12.5% of the GDP for the United States.
Truck drivers spend hours waiting in long lines to deliver shipments that often go nowhere. Washington apple growers are losing more than $6 million a week. Meat and poultry processors, $30 million a week. California almond farmers and rice growers are months behind in shipments to Asia. With containers stacked high all along the West Coast, the two sides are back in negotiations today for the first time since Friday. Negotiations for a new contract, Scott, have been on and off since last May.
John Blackstone on the waterfront.
Dock workers reached an agreement Friday night that's expected to restart shipping across the entire western coast of the U.S. A new tentative 5-year contract ends 9 months of standoffs and negotiations between workers with the International Longshore and Warehouse Union and their employers, the Pacific Maritime Association. The final point of contention was a new system for arbitration. The two sides reportedly reached agreements on larger issues such as wages and benefits weeks ago. Container ships waiting in bays up and down the West Coast, while the union members kept working without a contract saying they were laboring in good faith. Employers accused them of intentionally slowing down port activity. The stalls sent ripples through the entire U.S. economy, from agriculture to manufacturing, imports to exports.
What kind of goods are we talking about here? We're looking at those cargo.
Everything. You're talking about agricultural products going out of this country, any manufactured goods that are going overseas.
So it's not just goods coming in, it's goods going out, which is the impact for us.
With a new contract, dock workers expect to return to work immediately. They'll have to tackle the backlog of ships and cargo still waiting in the bays, a task that could take months.